Okay, I keep thinking I'm making a video, but I'm not. Here's the terrified animals. Took them outside. They couldn't even breathe outside. Still just shocked, filled with the in the air. This shit. And Vita couldn't even stop sneezing outside. And she was just choking on the air, coughing, choking. Here she is trying to hide her nose, trying to not breathe it in. See that you see that, like, they actually have opaqueness in their eyes. And that's because anesthesia or whatever this toxin is constantly getting right in their eyeballs. And, like the other day, someone commented that Kitty's blind. And I'm like, yeah, my vision's deteriorated a great deal. I went into my bus and it smells like literally crack whore, nasty disgustingness. Literally everything this woman touches, everything she comes into contact with becomes lesser than. Like the guy in LA, he was undoubtedly a pedophile. He probably had stuff on his computer. He probably looked up torture, rape, pedophilia, like all this crazy shit. But he was one kind of evil, and then the moment he became entangled with her, he became a realist, real for real, raping, sodomizing, torturing, like he could get the death penalty for what he was doing, insane person. So she is a demon. She smells like a demon. It emits from her body, despite the fact that she can shower every day, because everywhere I go, there's showers. In the place I'm at, or in the hotel room she's staying at, or the houses next door she's at. She could, but she doesn't. I just think she doesn't, And even if she does, and when she does, she still emits this evil stench. And it's literally like a decaying, like nasty, like, it just seeps from her pores, like how evil she is. And this is fucking real. This is not a fucking movie. Sounds like a movie. It should be a movie. It is a movie. But it's fucking real. It's fucking real. I got this Airbnb an hour, and right now the entire thing is filled with shit. And my animals cannot get solace from it. I can't save them. I can't help them. Spent $1,000 at the vet, and all tests are. I bet you anything. And if the feds ever do watch this, understand that every time I take them to the vet, they call somebody that works there, and so the blood work, the whatever work, may or may not be what it's supposed to be. It may or may not be what it really is. They did that to me when I was being tested in Hawaii, when I was breaking out in a cold sweat every fucking half an hour, drenched in sweat. As soon as I went to the doctor, it stopped. As soon as I went. And I did a urine test for 24 hours. Of course, they had access to that urine. But I guarantee you they just replaced the whole thing. Because the couriers that pick up your samples, they're who? They're not even expected to have a high school education. And I'm not saying anything about education, but that's literally telling you it can be anybody that they hire to pick up specimen samples, urine, blood, and then deliver it to the laboratory. And that's when I figured out that that's who they were using to mask whatever they were doing to me so that it wouldn't come up on tests. Because I met those people and I saw them sitting there waiting for my samples. So, and I've seen people at the vet place. I can even name them. Well, not specifically names, but I can describe them and who they are at each vet that I've taken these animals to that I suspect would alter or change the test results for these psychopaths. And it's funny because you'd expect somebody that works at an animal hospital to care about animals, to love animals, but or the pet hotel I went to, I can describe the big, huge black chick that came walking out when I went to come pick them up, and just the way she looked at me. I mean, that's all you need sometimes. People aren't that hard to read because they're not, first of all, some of them don't even try to mask what they are. And then when they do, you have to be really good at it, especially with somebody who's been doing this for 12 years and had to read people constantly and have people betray me, try to pretend like they're my friend, and then find out that later on that the syndicate had contacted them. I have people like that. They just won't go to the feds. So, and I can give the feds their names too.